Wouldn't it be nice to bring a succubus for my Drukhari or a chaos sorcerer for Chaos Space Marines to kill team? Turns out we can. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to unbox another product sent to me from Games Workshop. This is another Kill Team expansion, and this is the Kill Team Commanders expansion set. This set does not contain any plastic miniatures, it's only cardboard and paper. It's mostly just cards, markers, and a rulebook, which actually when I saw it, I thought that maybe it was too much to add another rulebook. But what's in it, it's a little bit more rules that we saw with the Rogue Trader set introducing commanders, and we have a lot more stratagems, a lot more an aura kind of abilities, and it also has stats for character models that you can use for every of the available kill teams. This is very exciting to me because it brings another level of complexity to the game that you can add, and it keeps the game fresh. And to be honest, this is the most exciting expansion I've seen for Kill Team yet. And really, I'm really excited for this new change, and I think I really want to start playing this rules. In my opinion, it's a very good idea to add new characters to the game, and this keeps the games fresh and a little bit different. And this time you can use a more significant part of your points, bringing in a kind of hero kind of guy that is going to perform a little bit better. But at the same time, he's a juicier target for your opponent. It brings this level of new complexity to the game, and I'm very excited to try it out. So without further ado, let's see what's inside. So this is it. This is the box set, and I already opened the shrink wrap and I already went through the rules because I wanted to actually know what I'm talking about. It has happened to me in other unboxings that I have no idea what I'm talking about, and that's because I'm just opening boxes and seeing what's inside and then figuring out later what it's all about. So sorry if this is not a genuine like first look unboxing, but it's an unboxing nonetheless. So let's open it up. Inside we have a Kill Team rulebook, and this is a Commanders Powerful Heroes in Skirmish Combat. This is an add-on to the original rulebook, and it's kind of thick, and I really didn't understand why, but it kind of makes sense. Also inside we have cards, and inside these cards we have something new now. We have an array of new spells that we can use with our Psykers. And before that, we only had like Smite or something like that. And we barely had any Psykers, but now we can use Psyker characters to bring into the game. And that's very exciting to me. And we have an array of spells such as Misfortune, Enfeeble, Psychic Shriek, Fire Shield, Forewarning, Iron Arm, and Cybolt. Inside this packet also we have a bunch of new tactics, and it varies because we have a lot of more specialisms that you can pick with your characters, and there's several of them. And we also have aura abilities that our characters do. They cost 1 command point typically, but it brings some very nice abilities that you can share with your kill team mates and change the game in some way or another. Also here we have a bunch of new data cards that we can use to create our characters. These are all blanks, I think. Yep, I've seen them before and they're all blanks. So that you can have more cards just to make whatever characters you want. And you're not afraid to use them or run out of them. You have a lot of them. In here we also have tokens, and these tokens are pretty much the same as we've seen before, but these are for characters, and it's just the same ones that we've seen before, which is maybe shocked, charge, move, advance. This one I use it as move and fall back and then ready. And we also have wound markers for the characters because typically the characters are going to have a lot of wounds. So we have 1, 3, 5 on this side, and we have 2, 4, 6 on the other, so that you can keep track of how many wounds you have lost. We have I use these as flesh wound markers. These are supposed to be as aura abilities, so you're supposed to leave a marker whenever you use an aura. And these are psychic markers for whenever you use a psychic power. And if the power is ongoing or is in effect that is lasting, you can use one of these and just put it beside your hero to make sure you don't forget you're using that power. And that's pretty much all that comes in the box. It's not a lot, but I believe it's a lot in terms of rules and the way it's going to change the game. We're going to look a little bit closer into the book and see what it's got. Okay, so we're going to take a quick look at the book and we're going to see the contents. This is a commander's book, the powerful heroes in skirmish combat. As always, we're going to have some of the background, and it's going to be like an explanation of what characters do on the Warhammer 40k universe. If you're into the lore, you can read that. And we come to the rules. So this is the same rules that we have on the Rogue Trader Kill Team set, and this pretty much introduces commanders to the game, and it talks about how you play them and how you use them on campaigns if you're into playing campaigns. But pretty much they are another kind of special character that doesn't count towards your limit of specialisms on your kill team. So you can bring your leader and 3 specialisms plus your commanders, but they cost in points a lot, so they're going to take a big chunk of points if you bring them into your kill team. So your kill teams won't be as numerous, but it's going to be that more powerful, and you're going to be a very valuable target to destroy if you bring a commander. We have commander tactics, and which is just the things that you can use just standard with your commanders. We have commander traits that you can pay in points when you're purchasing a character. You can pay extra points to get extra abilities. Being more resistant to flesh wounds, where you can ignore the penalties for fresh wounds, or being able to automatically pass nerve tests with Iron Will or similar things like that. And we come to the psychic powers. These are the psychic powers, and we have 6 new powers that we can use on top of the Cybolt, I think it's called. Which is the equivalent of Smite. Don't quote me on that. I haven't used Psychers on Kill Team. I haven't played 1000 Suns or anything like that, so I have no experience playing Psychers. But we have these on top of the generic ones that we have on the main rulebook. And as additional rules, we have the Aura rules, which is each commander is going to come with one of these command abilities that you can use command points to activate them, depending on when they say, and they last typically until the end of the round, and they help you and other characters around you in some way, like giving them an extra +1 to attack or something like that, or rerolling any kind of rolls or something like that. And I'm not going to go over all of what it means, all of this, but you can see we have a lot of new specialisms. We have Ferocity Specialist, Fortitude Specialist, Leadership Specialist, Logistics Specialist, Melee Specialist, Psyker Specialist, Shooting Specialist, Stealth Specialist. The Strategist was the one that Lucia Vane has on the Rogue Trader set. Strength Specialist is the one that has Bulgrag the Thrice-Cursed. I think that's the way he's called. And then it goes through the new characters that we have for each of the faction. We start with the Adeptus Astartes, and I'm not going to talk about the rules, but I'm going to show you each one, which is the Primaris Captain, we have Primaris Lieutenant, we have Primaris Chaplain and Librarian, and for the Death Watch we have the Watchmaster. For Grey Knights we have Brotherhood Champion. For the Astra Militarum we have Commissar or Lord Commissar. We have a Platoon Commander, Command Company Commander. We have a Tempestor Prime. For the Adeptus Mechanicus we have a Tech Priest Engine Seer. We have a Tech Priest Dominus. For the Heretic Astartes we have Exalted Champion and Sorcerer. For Death Guard we have Foul Blightspawn and we have Tallyman. We also have Bilogus Putrefier and Plague Surgeon. For Thousand Sun we have the Exalted Sorcerer and the Exalted Shaman. As the Eldar we have the Autarch, and we have a Warlock and a Farseer. For the Drukhari, we have the Archon and the Succubus, which is I'm very excited about. Oh, we also have the Homunculus. I was forgetting about that. But because we don't have any of the Coven units for Dark Eldar, it's a little bit weird for me to have a Homunculus. I guess he can help out, but we don't have any Rex. For Harlequins, we have the Troop Master, the Shadow Seer, the Death Jester, and that's it. Which is a little bit surprising for an army that only had one kind of troops. For the Necrons, we have Overlord and Cryptic, and that's it. For the Orcs, we have the Warboss, the Big Mech, the Pain Boy. For the Tau, we have a Cadre Fireblade and Ethereal. For Tyranids, we have the Tyranid Prime, the Brute Lord. For the Genestealer cults, we have the Magus and Primus. We have a Patriarch, an Acolyte, Icon Ward. And that's it. That's a pretty sizable part of the book, just explaining those rules and going through the points. The points can be anywhere from 20 to 150 points for a character, depending on how powerful he is, he or she. And then we go through some artwork, and at the end we have some missions. These missions are made specially for adding the commanders to the game, because you can use commanders on games where it specifies that you can use a commander. Of course, you can decide on your own and just bring a commander whenever you want. But these missions are designed so that you can bring your commanders to the game. And they have their deployments and their narrative and all of their special stratagems that you can use. There are quite a lot of them. And it also has games that you can use with multiple, with more than 2 armies. And that's pretty much it. So in the interest of time, I'm not going to go through points or whatever war gear or anything that you can have. You should get the book if you want to see that. But at least you have an idea of what this is all about and what you can bring now to your games. And you should really consider getting this book if you want to add characters to your team. And that's it. As you can see, you can bring only like generic characters. There's no named characters, so you can't bring Karn to your Chaos Space Marine skirmishes. So there's no named characters that you can bring. That would be cool, but because they are like more important people on the Warhammer 40k lore, I think it makes sense that we can only bring like generic like characters that you can build from scratch, and that they can bring whatever war gear you want to buy for them. I think that's a good way to approach it, and I'm very excited that this came out. And that's it. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'm personally very excited for this game, and I believe this game is going to be out a week from today. So if you see this video when it launched, this set is going to be out in a week. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's new rules for new characters. If you want to bring characters to your Kill Team games, this is a set for that. And that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this unboxing. And if you liked it, please like the video, comment on it, and subscribe to the channel to see more videos in the future. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next video.
You stayed. Great. Thank you very much for supporting my channel, and if you would like to become a patron, there is a link to my Patreon page in the description below. Your contributions help pay for my work and keeps the channel going. A single $1 a month is more than enough, and you can cancel it at any time. If you can't, don't worry, you can support my channel by simply watching my videos and sharing them with your friends. Thank you for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.